1, 2, 3, go. So I'm going to put some money into the swear jar right off the bat because this game, if you don't know what it's about, it's best described as a top-down fuck-em-up. And, oh god, I thought it crashed for a second. It's also notorious for crashing. So I'll just start playing things once I get into the first level. So if you've played this game before, you know there's a ton of different masks. I use Tony because he's a well-oiled machine of killing. You can use Brandon, which is the walk faster mask, and it works pretty well. You can match times on early levels, but it's dependent on dying. It's dependent on like weapon spawns and AI patterns, and you don't want to mess with those because they are pretty RNG dependent. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I am going to die in this run. It's really easy to die because all it takes is one simple mistake. But depending on where you die, it can cost anywhere from like 3 seconds to 10 seconds. It's not a huge deal. So,
if you've never played the game before, it's made to be really fast, really grindable in a sense, but it's all skill in the end.
Yeah, this is a really skill-based speed run, and it's all about following the route, but also being able to adapt when things go wrong, because they will go wrong.
You will die. You will die a lot.
You will have enemies walk through walls occasionally, and sometimes walls just don't exist, which is cool too. So this is any % New Game Plus, so I do all the intro sections, like the apartment. I skip the outro sections at the convenience store and the bar and things, because you don't need to do those. But there are other categories. Any % New Game actually uses it's not a glitch, it's just a handy little thing where you can quit out and level select, and it saves a bunch of time. But any % New Game Plus is just single segment, so I'm going to play it safe here and wait. That was actually pretty decent no talk, even though I got really bad luck because of gun spawns. If you guys didn't see, I got double barrel shotguns both times, and that means I can only take out 2 dudes, or I can double kill if I get lucky, but that doesn't work out too well.
I think the best weapon in the game is going to be just the 6-shot shotgun, just the normal center auto.
You'd think that because of this red, but there's a huge delay when you fire it, and so in a close quarters combat situation, which sounds really pretentious and out of place when playing a video game, it's a really bad choice because you'll likely get killed when you try to throw the gun or something. I might get line of sight here and get killed. No, all right, I'm okay.
Okay, can we ask you to pause whenever you have a second?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
We don't have any game audio.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
no,
sucks.
I was wondering why I wasn't hearing anything.
Yeah. We're going to ask you to use this for your headphones. Plug the headphones into that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
My bad.
That's right.
Did you pause time or no? It's okay. It's a marathon run.
We'll just start it up late.
Do you want me to clip?
Hey, now I can hear you.
Yeah, now you'll be able to hear.
Awesome.
Higher up the better. Higher up the better. That's fine.
this game has beautiful music.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not fucking with the mic too much.
No,
Game
it's
audio's
good.
up.
All right, cool. Yeah, this has fantastic soundtrack. So I'm sorry that the game audio wasn't playing.
Darn it, I still can't hear the game audio.
Uh-oh, is it working?
Honestly,
I could just plug out my headphones. I can do without it if people want to hear it.
chat says it's working.
Okay, cool. By the way, I hope there's a discussion about what the best song in the game is, and the answer is Hydrogen, so don't even...
Answer's Miami Disco.
Get the
Sorry.
get out of here.
Alright.
Get out.
But you shot through a wall.
Yeah, you can do that in that one level. There's actually another level where you
Is
can't
the
do
timer
it.
back on?
Timer's on.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's forward.
You can do that in another level, but you actually can't because you don't have guns. The gameplay changes later on in the run. This is the best song, by the way.
You're a hipster for Hotline Miami music.
Yeah.
Did he like his Hotline Miami movies when he was cool, possibly?
I wish I knew about all these artists before the game came out. This is really bad, by the way. I can't believe that happened.
You got some door kitties coming there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wing it here because my strat isn't working out. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that you have to adapt to the run going sour, because it will go sour at some point.
I love that with the machine gun there. You actually need to kill a guy on the first shot. That can happen sometimes. To both
Yeah,
you and enemies.
it can if you're lucky. You can also survive a shot if you're lucky, but it never happens at the right time.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're playing this game when everyone's awake to watch it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We got someone
that's a
moving
good
physics.
thing.
That's just marinara. Don't worry about it.
Said raspberry jam from a ninja.
Delicious. So yeah, that was a decent part one. Couple deaths, not too clean, but my PB had a really awful part one anyway, so.
It's just going to pick up from here. The game gets ridiculous later on.
Yeah, it gets really tough in part 3. Part 2 is a cakewalk in 2 levels and a nightmare in 2 others. I think I'm on one of the really bad levels right now, which is tension. And you guys will see why. Especially if I get really bad gun luck here, which I probably will, because it's marathon luck. Oh no, that's perfect gun luck. Awesome.
Group them up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I might have missed a dude, but we're okay. Don't worry, we're fine. Don't worry about it. We're all good.
All good. You got it, man.
Don't panic. So yeah, that'll happen. It's really tough to pay attention to 7 guys dying at the same time, no matter how much you love killing them. New strats.
Enjoy that sound.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have given a warning. There's a really loud sound that plays. Ooh, I missed the shot.
As a fair
Not too
warning to
bad.
everyone, there's going to be a really loud sound about a minute ago.
Every time. The thing is, I always forget to warn people because I'm so hype about getting through tension. The first floor is the bad floor.
Yeah, the first time you figure out, like, that's going to go off, your ears are moving for 20 seconds.
Yeah, because the first time you play this, you're going to die there forever. Also, let's just get in the trunk and drive. That's cool, right? Shoutouts to LKS for finding that glitch. Speaking of glitches, this game has a ton of them, but none of them really work to the advantage of a speedrunner except for one that was, I think, patched out, which is a boss skip on Decadence, which was 2 chapters ago. So I feel like crediting Possum Face and Chuckleman, I think, who discovered it and tried to make it consistent.
Now, when it comes to running this game, you say just, like, do it yourself, right?
Yeah, like,
Or routing.
routing this game yourself is a good experience because it gives you a really deep understanding of why the route works the way it does and what's fast and what isn't. I'm gonna play it safe. Also, doors are your worst enemy in this run because they love to eat bullets and there's nothing you can do about it except pray.
Now, the enemy AI is really stupid, too.
Yeah, there's 3 types of... Oh shit, did I cut you off?
That was what I was going to say, like, get back into that bathroom that one guy walked in and turned the wrong direction. You
Yeah.
smack him in the back of the head.
They are not too wise. There are 3 types though, and you respond accordingly. So there's roamers, which roam around. They have a set pattern once they spawn, but before that, it's just random. So you could get stuck with a really bad pattern and just keep dying to it or something. The other kind are stationary. They don't seem to like noise as much as other dudes. Like, they won't come if you shoot a gun at them. And the other kind are patrols, and they're pretty simple. They just patrol a set path.
Oh, these waiters are tight, though.
Yeah, these guys have a really... There's like a unique enemy, and they have a really... Oh, damn it. I knew I should have gone for that. I ran out of bullets because this is a really bad placement. Like, look at this. Alright, there, I got super lucky
Nice.
that time.
That was 3. That was
Yeah.
3 with 1 shot.
Alright. That's good. I can live with that. Here's a cool little skip. You're supposed to go out the window, but why would you do that when you could just do this?
Clearly.
Cool trick, by the way. You move faster when you take a hostage, so that only saves time situationally. There, it doesn't always work, but luckily it did that time.
Hey, achievable.
All these
Nice,
achievements.
Look at all these chivas.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing, but apparently I'm doing something right.
So, I like when you don't actually enter the convenience store. This is a story about a guy who murders a bunch of people and drives to a video store without the confidence to actually go inside.
Hotline spaghetti. Everybody's favorite. That's why it's marinara. Neighbors is pretty fun, but I always choke on it, so... Like, if I don't choke on Neighbors, something's wrong. But it's one of my favorite levels to play, I think. Just casually.
So the large fat guys, because they'll change colors eventually, they can only die to gunfire, I believe.
Yeah, just gunfire.
And a lot of gunfire when it comes to machine guns.
Oh, that was so bad. He juked me out, dude. I wasn't expecting that.
It's like the AI is done with 1 shot and you are dead.
Yeah, and they don't even have to face you. to kill you. That's the other thing. I learned that when I was messing around on Exposed with the ELC level the other day.
Four floor level.
It keeps going.
Yeah, it's a really long level, but each of the floors is pretty short, so... Oh, am I gonna get the phone skip? No, come on! Ugh, I love the phone skip because it's so cool and it saves 0 seconds. Come on, man.
That's the best kind of skip.
Yeah. Speaking of best kind of things, here is the best kind of boss fight, the one that makes you wait to attack it. So,
In this game,
yeah,
you don't wait to do anything.
Nope, not when you're fighting Biker. He has a pattern where he waits 4 seconds, swings, wait 4 seconds, swings, and then he throws his cleaver after 7 seconds or so. And I want to line it up so it's the shortest throw possible, like that. That was actually pretty good. And so I actually want to get out of the way too. That definitely helps.
Now, his cleaver can hit like the table, I believe, and he won't actually drop it, so if you run towards him to hit him, he'll just kill you. Which is pretty cool.
Oh! Yeah, I tried the risky strat of actually saving time. Like, if I get him to throw his cleaver right there, it saves a bunch of time. Like 2 seconds. But it's really tough to line up because there's not a strong timing for it. You just kind of have to wing it and make sure he stays in the right position. And that's all about feeling. There's no like established way to do it. You just play the boss fight enough and you understand how it works. I don't know if you want to read donations now.
I'm trying, but there's nothing.
Really?
Guys,
Come on.
so I've got no donations,
The
guys.
donation page is broken.
Those doctors need borders.
Those vectors don't have any borders.
Oh, you haven't? Nobody's been approving comments?
Try to get them to get borders.
Yes, please.
They're against charity, man.
What, was anybody? I guess nobody was approving comments.
I don't know, well, I had
Best
comments
game.
up until like 9:40.
Get out of here,
so-
studio.
I'm
Get
sorry,
out.
It's the best. If you disagree, you just have bad opinions on how my enemies.
Ooh.
Dog.
Alright, that doesn't work that well on the
agrees with
beta.
your user opinions.
Yeah. Dogs are terrifying this game.
Alright, time to choke on this floor. My favorite. So much stuff can go wrong on this floor, it's not even funny. Except for it is. That was actually really good. That one death at the beginning, that doesn't like cost me any time, so.
And you'll notice some of the weapons change after the death. They can vary from the
Uh-oh, I actually have to go with the Magnum. But I traded it out, so we're good. The Magnum is one of the worst weapons in the game. I grab it again. It's like there's no spread, but it's a single shot, and even though it penetrates enemies, it's really tough to aim on the fly. So, you want to go with a shotgun or an assault rifle for that strat, where you draw everybody into the central corridor.
Of course.
Also, yeah, there's a dead guy in there. Don't think about that too much. This game has a really convoluted plot, as in there's not much plot, but
And if you take the time to understand it, a lot of people are not happy about that.
I think it's a really interesting. I'm not going to get into it because I know a lot of people get mad at me when I do. So.
I was pretty sure that the plot was the 80s, and then you put a period on the end of that sentence. Because
It's the 80s and it's also video games.
The 80s and dog punching.
Yeah, everybody's favorite.
Step up from Code Veronica. No, step up from Metal Gear Solid, where it's crow punching.
One of the reasons Tony is such a sick mask is you can punch dogs.
Yeah, and otherwise dogs are a huge problem. Because you have to pick up a weapon and they're pretty fast, so they can snipe you before you get a chance.
Is that what Tony does for you? Is dog punching?
Not just that, but he kills everything in one hit and makes executions really quick.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
This is bad. Alright, I got out of there. We're good. If you guys can't tell, that level ends in a different way. You just kill a certain number of dudes in the level, and the SWAT come in. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to be close to the exit when you trigger that, so you don't have to wait, and you're a little bit safer because you can get sniped.
it's gonna be one of the biggest screw you moments when you're first playing through the game.
Yeah, especially if you try to go for the secret, which is on the other side of that glass that I was shooting through.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but every now and then there's like a purple dot.
Yeah.
And those will help you unveil the secrets of the game.
Fun fact, for anybody who's played this game and hasn't found the secret ending, there is a secret ending. Go get it. What, dude?
I've barely gone through like level 3.
I'm so sorry. I'm just hyping you up.
It's
I
not a very
know.
good secret ending.
No, don't say that.
It's a great secret ending.
Yes,
Love
it is. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna get home and then, completely forget about it, but thanks for that.
This is a really fun level. Yeah, it's really tough, but it's also incredibly fun. Okay, I spoke too soon. That rarely happens. I accidentally knocked the guy into a door without killing him. What? Alright, sure, dude. Just walk through those baths.
It's got places to be.
Yeah.
There's a donation for your choice, so.
Oh, what's coming up?
By the way, there's like 40 guys in this room.
Yeah, this is an incredibly tough room for a lot of different reasons. Mostly because there's so much visibility, and there's a ton of dudes, and you're never safe.
You can zoom in a direction, but
Alright.
you have no presence behind yourself, so
Yeah.
you got snuck up on.
That was actually really good, though. This room is just choke-a-thon. It's all execution. Yeah, this is what I like to see.
There's Echo Tied to Time hard mode, and there's Iris that's legs. And in terms of choices, you can choose between the published choice of mammal and bird and the costume and unicorn.
Ooh. I think I'll put it towards Echo 2 hard mode, because I know that's what the people want.
Will do.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, except for all those deaths. That was not bad.
I'm gonna die though.
They were all at the beginning, though, so that's pretty good. That's a perfect example of where those deaths don't cost me too much time. That's probably like 7 seconds or so.
And there's a little bit of randomization to some of the AI, but only when you load a level. So
Yeah,
take
so
it,
after
figure
that,
what's going on.
yeah, if you take a death. Also, I didn't get the text skip. That sucks. That's only a second loss, but
There's a
whatever.
dead guy eating out of the fridge. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just stay away from him and you don't have to talk to him. That saves you about a second.
And stay away from drugs while we're at it. Let's just put that one out too.
I can't even
Choices
pretend to like Deadline. This is the worst level, especially for speedrunning. Because of not this floor, but the next one. I think I'm gonna grab this gun just to be safe. This is like a really good situation, having a full gun going into this floor. Hey, achievements. Oh, this is amazing luck. Piken is probably fucking boiling with rage right now, wherever he is. Alright, this is God tier. Dude, I'm out of there. Okay, normally that floor is incredibly tough because you have to watch so many different angles while constantly baiting guys with gunfire. And it's like a surefire way to get killed at some point. Oh, I'm not used to this new strat. I'm also not used to this game, apparently.
Hey, there's actually quite a few donations. Just the mutation people.
The enemy's dumb, but he's also fast.
Yeah.
Not that guy. He's loud sound coming in.
I'll point it. Yeah, just don't panic when you. Okay, there we go. Cool. That went pretty well. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and light this dude on fire. Just don't pay attention to that.
The cutscene's still brutal.
I'm not a bad person.
Only the cutscene.
Yeah. There's some gruesome cutscenes in this game. Kids, go to bed.
Okay. There was a gruesome cutscene a minute ago.
It's okay.
please
Loud
don't watch it.
noises 20 minutes ago. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Alright, this time I'm going to remember this intro scene starts differently. I'm going to go down instead of just going up like an idiot. There we go.
Well, one of the most hated parts of the game for most people.
I like this part.
I love it.
It's so fun.
It's style, man. This game's all style. So
First time I played it, I hate it. By the way, my head's going to explode. Don't worry about it.
also, high piercing sounds every now and then. Just slight warning. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, except it's terrible. Tip, stop breathing. Okay. It's funny, I've actually gotten that tip before and tried to play this entire level without breathing. I couldn't do it. I'm too casual.
What's your water polo strats?
So if you guys can't tell, this is a stealth section, but I also have headaches that disable me if I move too much, and my movement is really sloppy, so...
Police
Ooh,
officers
I'm-
only see you.
Ooh, this might be bad. Oh, the clutch! Okay, we're fine. That was really close to going wrong. But you can one cycle this thing if you're good enough. Alright, I think I'm out. Easy peasy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think when the game first came out, at first the floor didn't work. You had to go to a button and stuff like that, and then also the game crashed here, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the game used to crash all the time, 20 minutes into the run. And so back 3-4 months ago, when I was getting like 30s and stuff, and that was world record, I would lose everything just because of that crash. I lost so many good runs because of that. Luckily, the game is pretty stable now, so even if you're playing it casually, you shouldn't have too many problems. Alright, this is Assault. This is the worst stage, but it's also really fun. So let's see if I get screwed over right off the bat. I'll take it. Ooh, I got bad gun luck. I'm gonna have to go in here. Oh, I got the worst gun luck in the world. Okay.
By the way, even though probably
Dude, why? Shoutouts to swampy people.
Hotline Miami's official Twitter account just viewed our stream.
Dude, that's awesome. Cactus is a bro. Yo, they're really supportive of the community, and it's cool that they communicate with everybody.
Like, shoutouts to Cactus, the maker of this game. He is someone who made games for a long ass time just because he loved the community.
Yeah.
And like not for profit, just for fun. It's cool to see.
Just for hype. Speaking of which, I'm dead. Oh dear. This is one of the toughest floors in the game for a lot of different reasons. Like, this is some really bad positioning right off the bat, and you can get really unlucky with the way the AI behaves in this level, especially because there's so many guys with guns. So if one of them just decides to misbehave, like that guy, he's not where he should be, he could just die in an instant, like I did. Alright, I think I'm good.
One guy left. Don't go to the last guy.
Oh,
Right.
that's the worst, when you got the last guy in this room.
When you trade with the last guy.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about that. That's how bad it is. Cool glitch. If you shoot through that door, it attracts those guys.
Show me again.
Okay, sure. I died on purpose just to show this off. This is now a let's play. Alright, and then you just stand here and roll them down.
And great Victoria.
I gotta get a shotgun, actually. Where's my shotgun? Alright, whatever, we'll brave it. This is really tough without a shotgun. It's also really unreliable.
That is the one fat guy with a weapon in the game. And he fires it very fast.
Alright, I think I'm good. Everybody's dead. So yeah, the reason this is such a problem if you don't have a shotgun is it requires you to duck out from more than a second. And if you do that, the big fat guy starts firing at you. And he has an attack pattern where he'll fire twice with a pause in between, regardless of whether he sees you after the first couple shots. So you essentially have a bunch of downtime if you duck out of there and he sees you.
You saw like the strong arm glitch in the beta where you just break windows by
Yeah,
sitting next
yeah,
to
that was such a cool glitch, and it's actually, I think, what was causing the boss skip in Decadence to work. And so since that got patched out, the boss skip doesn't work. Unfortunately, we don't have technical players in the Hotline community like Fash and Skeleton Bill to help us out. So, whoops.
If only we had Skeleton Bill.
If only. Then we would never get out of part 1. I could just be world record holder forever. Vengeance is a pretty cool level. It's also pretty laid back compared to Assault. I like this screen because it's pretty easy. What I need to do here is, okay, perfect. I need to bait this big black guy, and this is kind of bad. Okay, we're good. Don't worry.
Oh,
The dog, the fricassee. No,
you got wolfed on.
I got wolfed. I got the wolf missile. Like, if that big black guy doesn't get baited by the gunfire, it's game over for me. Because so much can go wrong. Okay.
No.
Is the dog gone? The dog is gone. We're good. Cool little trick. You can just shoot across the level into the black void and kill everybody.
I wouldn't really call it a black void.
It's a purple void.
It's a
A techno void.
LSD void.
PG-13. Oh, speaking of which, I'm beating this guy's face in. Don't worry about it. You punch him so hard, his blood flies out the window. It's pretty good. Just for reference, what's my time at?
You're at 24th, 23.
That's actually okay. That's like within my estimate, so cool.
That's with the kind of script.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, everybody's favorite thing, boss fights in games where boss fights feel kind of awkward. This is really bad luck, but I'm not dead, so. This boss fight's pretty simple, but there's a tough part to it. You just have to time your attacks right, which I didn't do. It's actually really tough because these guys, the Panthers, respond really quickly. They attack you super quick. It's tough.
Yeah, the easy way is to hide behind a fountain.
The easy way is to hide behind a fountain. The tough way, the manly way, is to, the speedrun way is to...
Dash the pool inside of
Alright, cool. I got it. Yeah, you can just stand there and throw those knives and cut off that guy's arms. So now would be the perfect time for donations because it's a big 30-minute cutscene.
All right, I have $10 from Samuel Brewer. Says, here's $10 for the file and horse name in Twilight Princess. $5 toward naming the file itself Lights Out, and $5 towards naming the horse Hype. Good luck to all the speedrunners. I have $40 from Paul Benson in memory of Ryan Davis of Giant Born who loved Hotline Miami. Put it towards the
Dude.
runner's choice.
Can I put it towards Ryan Davis? Yeah, rip in peace, Ryan Davis. I love Giant Bomb, and it's so sad to see that happen.
I listened to the podcast.
But yeah, I thought that was the most fitting way that they could have treated that. Now I'm down.
Yeah.
Dude. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's kill some people. And
Well, it's one thing to remember Ryan Davis.
Yeah.
The first person making jokes.
let's
about Ryan Davis to
bash
death.
bash some people's head-ins in memory of Ryan Davis.
He loved it. This was one of his favorite games I played.
Yeah, you should have seen the quick look with him on it. He just loved it. Like, he apparently came in blind and he was in it right away. I'm actually gonna kill myself because I need this set up. Perfect. I'm so glad I killed myself there.
So Versailles is someone you don't murder.
Yeah. Once you get to Biker's part, you actually get the chance to spare people. So, by the way, the gameplay changes during this segment. You don't pick up weapons anymore. You have a cleaver and you have 3 throwing knives. And so you're also a little bit faster. So it's much faster paced and it's much riskier.
You've got some great intro music.
Yeah. That too. The track's called It's Safe Now, and it's one of the best tracks in the game. Alright, that's really bad, that guy's positioning, but I think I can deal with it. Cool.
It's a good time to read a donation.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I have $2,700 from the Yeti. Hey
Whoa.
y'all, Yeti here. Thanks for all the support, guys. You love teas and helping a worthy cause. Can we divide the $2,700 as follows? $1K towards saving the animals, $500 for Cecil, named
The
Yeti,
jokes.
$100 for naming the dog Buns, and $250 towards Low Percent Super Metroid, $250 towards Dawn of Sorrow, and finally $600 towards Rival and Pokemon being named Uyama.
Good
Well
job.
done, Yeti.
So yeah, the reason I died there so much is because there's a lot of AI on that level that's super responsive. The minute they see you, they'll go after you pretty hard. So luckily I didn't actually get clipped by the guy who usually gets me. But yeah, that was pretty unlucky. Also, even though the knife and the cleaver swing is really fast, even if you're swinging it constantly, sometimes it won't kill enemies, so it's better to time your hits. That's why I died to the dog.
Who needs dialogue?
Yeah. Dialogue is slow. That's good. By the way, really tough boss fight. Especially the part where you make his head into brain spaghetti.
Only to pick up the chicken mask.
You know what's hilarious? Every time somebody talks about the plot to this game, somebody has to say, like, between all the timeline stuff, like, no, Biker Jacket survived that encounter. Don't worry, he's okay. His head exploded, but he's fine.
And then, of course, which one is real?
It's interesting. If you really want to learn about the plot to this game, just go back here and pay attention to all this dialogue that I'm not going to. This is where all the cutscenes in the game are concentrated. And time is right now.
29:41.
That's actually pretty okay. That's like under 30.
did it. We did it. We did the thing.